started. I have started!
Fly to your seat. There is important work to be finished.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So much thanks. Okay. I once heard that when you're feeling a little small, sing big. So, in the spirit of Christmas, I'm going to give you 3 songs to choose from.
Okay.
1, Happy Birthday.
Oh.
2, It's a Very Lovely Day to Have Christmas.
Okay.
And 3,
Love that one.
Me too. And 3 is...
What's the third? I can't wait to hear it.
My excitement can't be contained.
I haven't heard that one.
Sing it for me.
My excitement can't be contained. I'm gonna sing it anyway, 'cause it's Christmas Day.
Just did its job. And we're back. We're back in business. The flame has been lit.
For the 10th day of Chrysalis.
The Chrysalis Olympics are continuing. Pass the torch.
Chrysalympics. You can do that with everything. Christmas. Who knew?
I love when theories are proven.
I know, right? Science is everything that they say it is.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about.
Alzarani's fixing that portside thruster. She's finally gotten communication back with Capcom, her friend Rain, who works there. She told him that they're all going to the moon, which made Evans cut off comms, and just right after that happened, Park came in. He'd already killed Bukowska, so we assume, and then he stabbed Evans to death, also we assume. So Park's on a rampage, and...
We're in space.
Yep. Back there, just so you need that reminder.
Close thine eyes, open thine ears, plug in thine AirPods, and...
disappear into space. In space, Park has opened the inner airlock door. He stands inside, wearing an EVA, holding his helmet. His face approaches the glass. His ear bleeds heavily. Park taps the window with the plasma blade he stole from Bukowska. He doesn't blink. He doesn't emote. His lips muttering.
He's out of his head,
whispers Alzarani. Park has begun to weep. He hears a noise behind him and turns, then looks back to Alzarani, bringing his EVA helmet onto his head. Fastens it. Park seals himself inside the airlock.
He's coming for me.
In the forward hall, a full syringe of morphine held in Fox's shaky hand, she stalks toward the aft end of the ship. Outside the otter, Alzarani claws away from the outer airlock door as it opens. In a spacesuit, fearless Park swings himself out.
What are you doing, Park?
Alzarani treads the hull, but soon he has a hold of her tether. Park rips it toward him. Alzarani slips free of the ship. She exclaims as she's yanked toward Park and certain death. Then, unexpectedly, a plasma knife severs her tether. Alzarani cries in fear, her body whacking and bouncing away from the otter. She is adrift, farther from her ship, watching Park return inside.
I'm detached. Drifting. Fox! I'm detached!
Alzarani becoming distant. The outer airlock door closes. In the engine room, Fox stakes out.
Come in, repeat, I am detached!
Fox mutes her comms, peers into the aft hallway. Sees Park in the hall, removing his EVA helmet. He turns, sees her, and approaches. Fox's grip tightens on the syringe. She steps back into the shadows of the room, waiting to stab him, hearing him muttering,
She's not laughing. He's not laughing. No one's laughing now.
Still waiting, but Park never comes. Then he lunges inside. Fox cries out in surprise. In space, Alzarani floating, helpless.
Fox, do you copy? Zed, Bukowska, does anybody copy?
Verging on tears, Alzarani closes her eyes, slowing down her breath. She opens them. Her ship so very far away, all seems lost. Then, through comms, Alzarani, where are you?
Here, I'm here.
That doesn't help me.
Don't leave me.
I won't. You're the only companion I have, minus the bumbling scientist. I'm headed to the cockpit. Alzarani could cry.
Good. Use the EV.
The beacon, I know. Alzarani closing her eyes, thankful for Fox. A beat. God, what a mess. Regarding the cockpit, says Fox. A longer beat, worry quickly returning to Alzarani.
Check in. Please, check in.
Sorry, Evans. All right, here we go.
Exterior space. Moments later. Earth. A distant orb. Then a sphere of bright light pulses from the otter, the E-beacon. White washes over Alzarani like a wave.
Spotted.
Alzarani sees the otter's headlights, now facing her.
Now what?
You have to come get me. I'll walk you through it.
I thought only you flew this ship.
I'll make an exception.
In the otter's airlock later. Cycling. Frazzled, Alzarani stands inside, spacing out, caressing herself. When noise subsides, Alzarani removes her helmet and enters the aft hallway. Fox is there to greet her. She's unscathed, but shaken. Alzarani wants to hug, but she opts for a handshake, which Fox accepts. Then, Park. Where is he? In the otter's engine room, we are looking at Park's agonized face, his body adrift against the wall.
He lunged at me, then started seizing, and then just lights out.
Alzarani notices a shift has occurred within Fox. The violence and loss of her crew members, a hard hit to her morale.
I don't understand. You hit him pretty hard in the head.
Off Park's face. In the otter's aft hallway, Alzarani and Fox walk down the hallway in silence. They head toward the common area. Out of focus, drops of red blood are seen floating in that room. They arrive. In the common area, a starscape of small crimson globes float. Bukowska's body a blur amidst the mess, slowly leaking. Strings of Christmas lights induce no cheer. Alzarani and Fox gazing in.
We've got to clean this up.
Fox looking away. She can hardly stomach it.
Weren't you a trauma surgeon? I'm used to blood hitting the floor.
In the otter, moments later. Outside the otter, moments later.
Oh, of course, yes. We watch through the windshield into the cockpit as Alzarani floats, collecting bloody mess inside with a large towel. In the cockpit, she gets close to Evans's body, adrift, looks at him, his back to her, touches her finger to his shoulder and spins him around, his eyes wide, her face solemn. Then he blinks. Alzarani flinches.
Fox, in here, it's Evans.
Coming. In the forward hall moments later, Fox examines prone Evans, whose stab wounds are cauterized, and one has pierced his neck. He still floats in 0G. You were dead. I felt it, says Fox. Evans is skin pale from lots of missing blood. Can you talk? He tries. It's a choke. Sounds like he says, my sister. Alzarani enters carrying Evans's tablet.
How is he?
He's worried about his sister. Alzarani holds forward the tablet to Evans.
Well, I can't do anything for your sister, Evans, or you for that matter. The code?
Evans stares.
Come on.
His finger moves. It's a middle finger at them both. Fox rolls her eyes. Alzarani's not laughing.
WGA, he can help.
Evans closes his eyes. He's not talking. Fox looks to Alzarani.
Get me back my comms.
Alzarani goes off to the aft hall to check on Zed. Fox looks back to Evans, holds up his tablet. You gonna give me this code? Evans shifts his head. No. Fox knows the pain he is in and wishes to end it for him. Later, in the aft hallway, the hatch to the cargo bay, Alzarani's hand lays onto it but rips away, burnt by how frigid the surface is. In the cargo hold, the webcam lens is cracked and frosted over. Alzarani, in her EVA, descends the ladder and touches down. Hello, says Zed. Alzarani, surprised to find Zed alive and seemingly well, standing by the geode. Look! She approaches, fearful. Dark veins trail from the black crystals in Zed's face, his skin almost translucent.
How are you?
Alive? Yes, good question. I believe these crystals in his face are somehow responsible. Now look at this with me.
He leans in toward the geode. She does too. The crack has expanded again. A long, thin, black, crystalline growth, like an icicle, protrudes from it. We all hear a faint, soothing hum from inside the geode.
I was sleeping in my cocoon over there. Then I emerged to find this new development.
Zed again humming with the geode. Alzarani noticing a cocoon of fire blankets against one wall. Zed, While you were sleeping in your cocoon, half of our crew was murdered. This catches him off guard.
Oh.
Her attention taken by the magnetic draw of the geode. Almost a stare-off between herself and the rock. Alzarani connecting to the force inside, approaching it. Zed observing her. She leans forward to inspect the icicle, then shifts focus, looking inside the geode's crack. Pitch black.
Got a light?
Zed giving Alzarani a flashlight. She turns it on, shines it inside the crack in the geode. Light reflects back at her. Her eyes close in defense. She puts the flashlight down and opens her eyes, again inspecting the black icicle and listening to the hum.
Feel the vibrations flowing through your heart. The source in you.
She stands up. It's too much.
In the forward hall, Fox beside Evans, holding up a syringe of morphine, full to the top. A guaranteed lights out. With a quick prayer, Fox brings it to Evans, unsuspecting, punctures the skin on his arm. Back in the cargo hold, the crystal icicle twitches. Alzarani jumps back. Oh! Zed hurries to the geode, excited by this new development. Alzarani exits.
We're landing on the moon soon. Zed, don't fuck with it.
She's scared. The room is cold. The mystery of the geode is overwhelming. Alzarani reaches the ladder and starts up. Do you believe you have a divine directive? His voice feels off.
I'd get your seatbelt fastened if I were you.
I've dreamed this moment. Alzarani pauses on the ladder, thinking of her own dreams. Turning to look at Zed, she gasps. His eyes are black.
What is your purpose, Alzarani?
His eyes direct at her, the power of his words stopping Alzarani's breath. His voice, deeper now, sounds like a gong.
Find the source.
Alzarani all ears.
Find God.
God, I have a headache.
She watches him shake his head, turning back into the Zed we know from whatever premonitory force just took him over. His face with more dark veins, eyes still black, he looks back to the geode. After a beat, she starts climbing up the ladder.
The cold is spreading quickly. Best to leave that suit on.
In the aft hallway, Alzarani arrives up the ladder, and Fox is leaning against the wall nearby.
You were down there a while.
Alzarani slowly shutting the hatch, her mind racing. He's alive, somehow. She stands. Fox sees her face and knows there's more.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Alzarani's look says, yes, there is.
Me too.
She means Evans is dead.
Damn it! I wanted him to live.
Well,
I guess we killed him.
twice.
I think he killed himself, though, honestly.
Yeah, he could have done a little more. Tried a little harder.
Yeah, to not be a butthole.
Yeah.
It's kind of a butthole.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
I'm almost at a loss for words.
Yeah.
This was an emotional roller coaster, and we've finally hit those, what do you call it?
plateau.
Yeah.
Picture
Perfect
moment. Ugh. 3 are left. Selfie.
Gotta have them.
We